heavy metals.
Like heavy metals, how does this not just become a concentrator of those things and ultimately toxic?
That is an excellent question, and we're kind of going way beyond the scope of this class. But again, being a geeky stormwater engineer, I'm more than happy to go down that road. That is a terrific topic, and NC State's done a lot of research on it. Cornell, these other folks. What they have found is in urban areas, you think about this kind of area here, you've got a lot of lead, cadmium, zinc, heavy metals coming off of tires and cars and air pollutants and everything. They do end up in your rain garden soil. And there's been a lot of research. There's a couple of things you can do. The plants that come up in here, to them, phosphorus, nitrogen is food, right? That helps them grow. That's all good. But a lot of plants will have a significant uptake of heavy metals, and it varies on the type of plant. And I'm kind of at the edge of my knowledge as far as which does what. But if you harvest, knowing that you're in an area with a lot of heavy metals, you can harvest those plants and then basically dispose of them in a place where the heavy metals aren't going to hurt anything. So it may mean that they go composted and actually composted, and the compost goes into a landfill, or they just landfill those as the lesser of two evils. The landfill's already got all kinds of nasty stuff. You're catching that. It's not going to be a big difference. But here you're trying to get rid of pollutants. They have found that over time, a rain garden, if you just leave, it, any pollutants that are in there just tend to recycle. Eventually, you do reach a state of saturation where the soils can't hold any more lead, cadmium, zinc, whatever your heavy metal is, and all of a sudden, it's if you looked at like filters or something, if you've got a carbon filter under your sink, it's great. It will remove those heavy metals unless you don't change it. And when it finally does have full saturation, I think they've got a term for it, it's like bleed through or something, then all of a sudden what's coming out of your faucet is 10 times worse than whatever was going into it, because you've got all this concentrated stuff and it's full. Same thing will happen to these rain gardens. And so yeah, that can be a real issue.